Formaji YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary vauer engage ho jn our video ko ntk deken the glass key. Rain tapped softly against the window. The sound was steady, like a heartbeat that refused to stop. Lena stood in the hallway, holding the key she had found inside the drawer. It was clear as ice, smooth as water, and yet, heavier than it looked. The glass caught the dim light of the room, splitting it into tiny shards of color. Her reflection trembled across the surface, distorted, almost unfamiliar. She turned the key between her fingers. A faint hum echoed from somewhere deep inside the walls. The air changed, cold, sharp, carrying a scent like wet stone and dust. She stepped closer to the door at the end of the hall. It was old, paint cracked, wood swollen with time. Something behind it shifted. A whisper. Not words, just breath. Her skin prickled. The glass key warmed suddenly in her hand, as if reacting to what waited beyond. Lena's heart began to pound in her ears. Each step felt heavier, slower. The hum grew louder. Her fingers trembled as she raised the key toward the lock. It slid in perfectly, almost too perfectly, as if it had been waiting for her. The door shuddered. A flicker of light leaked from the edges, cold, colorless, pulsing. She hesitated, every instinct screaming to stop. Then, something on the other side pressed back. A hand, but not human. The key twisted on its own. The lock clicked, and the light burst through like shattered glass. The Glass Key, Part 2. The light swallowed everything. It was not white. It was colorless, yet it seemed to strip the colors from the world around her. Lena's eyes burned, but she could not close them. Her body froze, caught in a brightness that hummed like something alive. The walls dissolved first. Then the floor fell away, and all that was left was sound, the deep, trembling hum that came from the key, still locked in her hand. When the light dimmed, she found herself standing in another hallway. It looked identical to the one before, but wrong. The air here was thick. Every breath she took tasted faintly of iron. The ceiling stretched higher, the walls too narrow, like the whole space was breathing in and out, slowly, painfully. She glanced back. The door she had entered was gone. Only a smooth wall remained, pale and pulsing faintly, as if something behind it was alive. Her fingers clenched around the key. The glass was now clouded, veins of shadow twisting inside it like smoke trapped beneath the surface. She whispered to herself, barely a sound. I need to wake up. But the words felt heavy, as though they had to crawl through the air before reaching her ears. Then, far down the corridor, a sound echoed. A soft scrape, metal against stone. Once, twice, then silence. She waited, holding her breath. The silence pressed against her chest until it hurt. Then, footsteps. Slow, measured. The sound did not come from one direction. It came from everywhere, bouncing off the walls, folding in on itself. Her pulse pounded so loudly she thought whoever, or whatever, it was could hear it. Lena forced herself to move. Her bare feet made no sound on the floor, which was not quite wood, not quite stone. It flexed slightly under her weight. With every step, the hallway seemed to stretch longer, the lights dimmer, until the air began to shimmer with faint movement. She reached a corner. A single bulb flickered overhead, hanging from a wire too thin to hold it. Below it stood a door, glass, like the key, but fogged, opaque.